First and foremost, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to the Most High Yahweh, also the true Holy Black Messiah, the King of Kings, royalty himself, Yahweh Shah, Amashiach. Also the Final Father, the Truth out the One West. This is going to be a short lesson here. We're approaching, the time of the end, you know what I mean? We definitely in these last days. Further ado, I'm going to let this video play. This is China ushering in the new war, which is World War III, which is the the Battle of Armageddon, the final war. You know what I mean? Which is also going to be the final judgment. I'm probably trying to pull out a couple of scriptures. I'm trying to make the lesson real short. Further ado, let me let the video play, and I'm bring out a couple of scriptures.
And our top story, China's president, Xi Jinping, making a veiled threat against the United States, warning that his country will not be bullied by foreign adversaries, saying that any threats would be met with a, quote, Great Wall of Steel. All this during a speech at the 100-year anniversary of the Chinese Communist Party. Jackie DeAngelis is in the newsroom with the details. Jackie.
Hi, David. Good evening to you. The Chinese Communist Party, of course, turning 100 today, and it is a pivotal turning point, not just for China, but the United States as well. Now, China and President Xi have made no secret of their intention to pursue economic dominance, and they found praise in that department today from an unlikely source.
All these other nations, right? They got weapons too. They got the bomb too, as they say, and it's scriptural. That in the last days, it's biblical actually. In the last day, that these nations will rise up. Let me get this real quick. I gotta go to Daniel's. Let me get the book of Daniel's real quick. Salakia, this is the book of Daniel. I'm going to start the first chapter, verse 1. It says, At that time shall Michael stand up, and the great people, Salakia, and the great prince, which shall stand for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation. Meaning this judgment is going to hit this place. It's going to be worse than any other judgment that hit this place. And I really believe why. Because scriptural, because the fire here is not going to cease. When this place get hit with those nuclear bombs, and when the chariots come with Yahweh Shah, that fire, man, going to be internal, man. That's why it says, let me read it again. And it's such as never was seen since there was a nation, because no one never seen fire that can't be quenched before. That's something that's not of this world. It's spiritual. Fire is spiritual. It's something something scientists, mathematicians, they can't understand the chemistry of fire. So it says, such as never was there since there was a nation, even in that time, thou people shall be delivered. Everyone there shall be found written in the book, meaning the book of life. And is that talking about all Israel? No, it's not talking about all Israel won't be delivered. And that's why when you read in the book of Romans, I believe I forgot what chapter it is. I believe it's chapter let me see. It says all Israel is not Israel. Let me get that real quick. Salakia. Romans chapter 9, verse 6 through 7. Not as though the word of the Most High have taken none effect, meaning the Most High word is in full effect. We just seen it. That the president of China talking about going to war with America. This is spiritual prophecy. No, as though that not as though that the word of the Most High have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. That's what I wanted to get to. All Israel won't be saved. It's not, and that's why Zechariah 13 and 8 is in effect, because these people they love this suppression. But let me go back to the book of Daniel, and I'm gonna wrap it up. Yeah, I'm gonna skip down to Daniel chapter 12 verse 9. It says, and he said, Go thy way, Daniel. This is the angel speaking to Daniel. And he said, Go thou way. I believe it was the angel. And he said, Go thy way, Daniel. For the word are closed up and sealed into the time of the end. And we are approaching the time of the end, man. Look out, a war. Remember the Lord said it should be wars and rumors of wars. That's written in the book of Matthew. You know what I mean? You know, that's why Ecclesiastes says wisdom giving life to them that have it. Because the ones who are going to be written in the book of life is those people, those men and women who've been sealed. What is that seal? The seal of knowledge, the seal of understanding, the seal of wisdom. That's why he said in Ecclesiastes, the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom give a life to them that have it. First and foremost, we give all honor, praise, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. Also, true Holy Black Messiah, the King of Kings, royal to himself, Yahweh Shah, Mashiach. Also, the final Father, true Father, one West. This fall of Kings come up because you're in the lesson. Follow but not forgot. Shalom.